Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for all the honorable judges, and thank you for all my friends that always support me, that allowing me to speak right in front of you. And I'm really thankful for all your kindness and goodness. Okay, so before we jump into the topic, so I'm just gonna introduce myself. So my name is Ahmad Almahdi. I'm 16 years old and I am a student from Bayan Islamic boarding school that are located in Anyar in Banten. Okay, so we're gonna discuss and jump into the topic. So the topic saying that this house prefers the strategy of pushing for institutional reform to address police abuse and misconduct rather than defining the police. Okay, before we go deeper into the topic, there's two things that you pointed before in this video. The first one is, why is morally justified? Because society has rights to security. The second one is the principle of nationality must be held. Okay, so as I am as the first speaker of the negative team, I don't disagree with your opinion and with your motion. Why? Because the government need to justify it morally in order to keep the social condition calm. Why? Because when government release or publicated that case, it all be messed up. All the people of the US mentality will be messed up. So it is in order to keep the balance. And before that, you bring three cases that are similar to George Floyd. And before we jump deeper to the topic, justice. What is the meaning of justice? Justice means makes its right in certain way. That's why the government need to wrap the case so that the people of the US keep calm. That is put it in order. Okay, so the role of the police is to prevent crime and to protect society from dangerous individuals. Yeah, we know all the police do is some same jobs. The police were responding to a call from a concerned shopkeeper where they dealt George Floyd. Same as the topic, George Floyd. Then while the situation might have spiraled out of control, one of the police was doing his job. Unfortunately, accidental death stemming from police are not a parcel of American society. This is a necessary sacrifice for stability and functioning democracy. So what does it mean, sacrifice? So sacrifice means like you make a good decision by killing another decision in order to keep the balance. That's why it's a sacrifice for global, for social stability and functioning democracy. There is a really good decision, and it's a perfect decision that all government had made in all kind of reason, as we know at this role. Okay, so let's bring it to our national fact. Okay, so how hard is reformation? Okay, so based on 1998, according to nationalcompass.com, the first one I got about four things bad about the Reformation. This is how hard is Reformation. The first one is wrong democracy meaning. That is, all the people came up to their minds say that democracy is blah blah blah, and there is wrong. So there's some riots or something that is bad came to this national. Number two, doesn't have polite ethics. Of course, they destroy buildings, they destroy cars. That is what it caused this riot. The third, people that join demonstration don't make changes in the government system, but they destroy or disturb other people activity, and that is real bad. That is what it takes to make this riot stable. That's why riots is actually bad. So we have to be a good demonstration, not a bad demonstration. Okay, so I see in America, in the news, in the BBC news, I see the image, I see the news, it said that the protesters for the George Floyd in America burned cars, throw some rocks into the police car, destroy building, destroy police car, destroy many other else it makes a really difficult, hard time, and it's a really perfect riot, and that is real bad. That's a real bad decision. And so, according to time.com, the effects of the demonstration generates jealousy, resentment, and even hatred tourists. So, local violence are unable as wealthy as tourists. That is according to time.com. And according to en.wikipedia, violence and other controversies, well as the protesters at the George Floyd riots have to fix it up. That is, must have to fix it up. Okay, so there are millions of cases that not popular as George Floyd. And what are the cases? So I got two things right here. The first one is such as a rapper were gone at 1990s. So it's not popular, but nobody's scared, right? Number two, Israel killed 54 Palestinians children in 2018. Look at that. So George Floyd, you bring up about 3 person. That person is adult, and this is a 54 Palestinian children that were killed in 2018. But you guys didn't make it, change it up. You just ignore it. You guys didn't, right? So what's wrong? And as we know, there is one popular case only named George Floyd killed or murdered by one of the police. Okay, so the act of the police that killing the George Floyd, the guy named George Floyd, was in order minds, in order to fully their minds, like killing people. So it is not the government that tell them to kill them, like the police must kill people that do drugs. No, the police just act with their own minds. So it doesn't change, it doesn't affect the government. They just say that government must be doing a reformation instead of defunding the police. So it is not really a good decision. As I say, it's a really bad effects. It's really much bad effects. Jealousy, resentment, and many other else. And I got one evidence live. According to news.com, about this is really connectivity with the police department at the US. 99% of the police was great people. And if you say that it's a hoax, no, because the police have a very serious test before they came out to be the police. So it means that the police was 100% genuine Americans and 99% was a good people. So that's why we don't blame at the government. Okay, so defunding the police was not a really good decision. The really good decision is just obeying the government rules and staying up with the news update and just sitting and just protest, not rioting each other. Thank you for all the attention. Thank you all the honorable judges. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.